Welcome back to The Infinite. Today I have a really exciting episode because the Apple Vision Pro was just announced to be coming very soon to a home near you, and that is hopefully your home. The Apple Vision Pro was obviously announced back in June of 2023. We are already in January of 2024, and they just announced that the Apple Vision Pro will be available for pre-order next Friday, which is the 19th of January. And that's all pre-order, so then it will be available first week of February to actually have for yourself. So really exciting stuff. It's been a really weird launch because they haven't really shown people using it, and we haven't gotten a lot of footage of what the Apple Vision Pro is actually like, even though a lot of people have used it. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how this launch goes, and there hasn't even been a second launch event, which a lot of people thought they were going to do. So that's the Apple Vision Pro. In the rest of this episode, I want to talk about a lot of other things that Apple is probably going to be doing this year, and a few things that I hope that they're going to be doing this year, but probably won't be. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Okay, first one for things that Apple is most likely going to be doing this year, we have new iPads. 2023 was the first year since the iPad was released in 2010 that we have not seen a new generation of iPads. So 2024 is definitely going to be that year. There's a couple of things that I'm excited for in the new iPads, specifically seeing micro-LED displays in the new iPad Pros, and that's a big hope. Other than that, there hasn't been too much talk about what we would see in the new iPads, although there's definitely going to be new iPads this year, seeing as how we've gone over a year now and haven't seen anything new for iPads. Okay, next up, this is the year of the Apple Watch Series 10. So, will we finally get a circular Apple Watch? I sure hope so. I've never loved the design of the Apple Watch personally. I got it just because I didn't want to wait anymore, but I always thought that a circular watch looks better than a squircular watch, and that's currently what we have. We have a squarish circle design, so I'm hoping that we finally get a circle watch. If they're ever going to redesign Apple Watch, now would be the year to do it. We saw what Apple did with the iPhone 10 when that came out, so here's hoping that the Apple Watch Series X is a major redesign. Even if it's not a circle, I am still hoping for, just a new looking watch in general. It's a design that has been out for over 10 years now, and I think it's well due for a refresh. So fingers hoping for a big year for the Apple Watch, but regardless, it is the Series 10, which is a big deal. Next up, this is kind of getting more into things that I hope come out in 2024, but the rumors are scattered on whether or not this will actually happen, but I'm really hoping for it, and that is AirPods Max 2. Now, the AirPods Max, aside from this case that I really don't love, especially for traveling, are a really great device, albeit really expensive. They came out just over 3 years ago now, and Apple doesn't release updates for some of their peripherals like AirPods and displays very often, but every once in a while they do, and 3 years is getting around to that time period where we could see an AirPods Max 2 this year. There's a few things that I would really like to see in AirPods Max 2, and if you can't tell, I'm really passionate about this product. It's one of my favorite Apple products, but there's a few things keeping it back right now from really being great. Number one is this port right here. This is a Lightning port, unfortunately, and it's not a USB-C port. If we had a USB-C port on the AirPods Max, that would be terrific, and I think that we're headed in that direction given how the AirPods Pro just got a case with the USB-C port this last year, so I don't think that it's totally out of the question for the AirPods Max to have the same port. Next up is better streaming quality. So currently, even though you have these awesome headphones, you can't listen to lossless audio through Apple Music, which it supports, unless you have a special cable to plug into your AirPods Max. So I'd love to get lossless audio through the AirPods Max. Like I said, these are awesome headphones, and they would sound incredible with lossless, but with the current connection technology, we just cannot do it. So I'd love to see that updated. Finally, with AirPods Max, and this is something that I don't see a lot of people talking about, unfortunately, but it concerns this top headband here. The top headband was really great when I got it, super comfortable. Unfortunately, since then, it has not been so comfortable. If you see it, it's really become worn out. That mesh is a lot more flimsy than it was when I first got these 3 years ago, so they're really not comfortable to wear on the head anymore. What I've done is I've gone to Amazon and I bought like this $7 adapter that goes on top of them, and this basically is just a silicone wrap that covers the mesh portion here, and it just kind of provides a little bit of extra padding so that these two metal bars aren't just resting right on your head. But it's a really unfortunate design. When I picked these up, I was hoping that they would last upwards of 5, 6, 7 years because they were really expensive and I loved them. but they've just become so uncomfortable that I can't wear them for long periods of time anymore. Whereas when I first got them, I could wear them for 8 or 9 hours a day and have absolutely no problem, even being to the point that you forget that you have headphones on. For me, they were super comfortable. And now they're just not that way, which is really unfortunate. So I'm hoping that they either allow a way to replace the mesh headband, which they currently don't have, or don't have a mesh headband in the next one and figure out a different way of comfort. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, last one that I'm not sure is gonna happen this year, but I would love to see is an update to the Studio Display. Currently, the Studio Display is a really expensive product that doesn't even match up what we have in the display of the MacBook Pro with things like ProMotion and the display with much better blacks than the Studio Display has. So I'd love to see those couple of updates to the Studio Display. Again, there aren't a ton of rumors around that right now, but I'm hoping that we get to the point where Apple re-releases that. Although if it's going to happen, I'll be honest, I think that it's going to be next year or in a couple of years, not this year. Okay, so that's just a few things about what Apple's going to be doing in 2024. Hopefully, as more news comes out about the Apple Vision Pro, I will be sure to update here on the channel. But thank you so much for watching and sticking with me here on the channel. I'm excited to upload some more Apple news videos in the future. And if you can't tell, we're in a new space here. So I need to give definitely a tour of this new space. I just moved here and it's been really great so far. So I want to show everything that I've got in this new desk setup and just setup in general. So I'll be sure to share that in the next couple of months as well. But thanks for watching. Let me know what you're most excited for in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.